Hare Krishna. If this physical world is all, then it is a closed hell in which we are confined like prisoners in chains, condemned to watch the other prisoners being slain. John Updike. A fundamental presumption of the modern worldview, which actually differentiates modernity from pre-modernity, is the notion that this physical world is all that exists, or at least all that matters. Whether it is in the East or in the West, before the pre-modern times, people had an understanding that there is another world beyond this world, and it is that world which is of a higher level of reality, which is our ultimate destination. And that understanding gave meaning and purpose to life in this world. If this physical world is all, then what is the point of living? We struggle to achieve things in our life, and yet everything will be seized away from us at the time of death. If we are simply physical creatures, then we ourselves will be reduced to nothing, will be annihilated at the time of death. And this prospect of a future in which we have no role to play, we have no existence at all, it is profoundly disconcerting. And that future is not just in the distance, as many of us would like to believe. It can come at any moment. We may all die at any moment. Right now, while speaking this, I can get a heart attack and die. Right now, while watching this, you can get some disease and perish. So, if we consider how meaningfully we try to live our life, how thoughtfully we try to make our decisions, how carefully we try to build a future for ourselves, and can just be destroyed in one moment. So it makes life seem utterly pointless. And we see death all around us. We see people around us being knocked down at any moment, any time. And one day our turn will also come. And there's no way to escape. We are like confined in this living hell, where at any moment our existence can be shattered and terminated. So some people may say, but this is the reality, this is how we have to live with. But is it the reality? Why is it that prior to the present, practically all worldviews in various parts of the world actually accepted the existence of a higher world? So if we consider the modern times, what has essentially happened is that science, as it started progressing, it focused on the measurable, the quantifiable, the physical, and even within that, the measurable and the quantifiable. And the result was that science was able to give us significant understanding of the things around us, and that made us feel that that which is non-physical, that which is non-quantifiable, that doesn't matter. So the more our focus went towards studying the physical world around us, the more the non-physical started going into the background. And yes, through some physical mechanisms, physical laws, we were able to explain this physical world better. And so we started thinking that there's no need for anything non-physical. And further, science led to technology. And technology helped us to make things better, at least at the level of appearance in the world around us. So whereas in the past people hoped that they would attain some paradise in another life, in another world, technology started promising that you can have paradise here itself. You can make this world into a paradise through the comforts, the conveniences, through the gadgets and the luxuries that are offered by technology. And as the hope and the hype of this technological paradise went up and up, the need for considering any spiritual paradise, the otherworldly paradise, that started going down and down and down. Now, if we consider these twin factors, that science promise of understanding the world and technology's promise of changing the world, have they actually worked? Yes, science and technology have phenomenally transformed the world, but have people become happier? Over 1 million people commit suicide every year. Millions and millions of people suffer from mental health problems. And despite having tremendous comforts, especially in the first world countries, people are comfortable, but they are comfortably miserable. So there is something seriously missing in the way we are living. We are not just physical creatures. We are spiritual beings. And we need a spiritual purpose. We need spiritual fulfillment in our life. The advancement of science at one level promised understanding. But as science has progressed deeper and deeper into studying matter, even matter is being found to be incomprehensible. Quantum physics makes no sense in an ordinary way of looking at the world. And quantum physics and relativity are unbridgeable. So we have come almost to like a stone wall in the understanding of the world through science. And technology's promise of making a paradise has not lived up. Rather, with weapons of mass destruction being developed, with places like Hiroshima and Nagasaki being reduced to almost unlivable because of one bomb, technology can create even a hell over here. So rather than getting allured by the promises of understanding from science and the promises of transformation for the better from technology, we need to have a balance. We need to open ourselves to spiritual wisdom, which informs us that this world is actually a preparation, it's a bridge, it's a transition where we mold our consciousness, grow in wisdom and love, and thereby graduate from this world. And then, when we have this higher purpose to our life, even the inconvenience and the miseries of life, rather than being pointless, we see them as purposeful, helping us to grow in wisdom and in love, and thereby promoting us in our graduation out of this world, which can be reduced to hell when it is considered to be the only world, but it can be seen as a preparation if we graduate from this world to the spiritual world, which is our eternal home. Thank you. Hare Krishna.